The ranges so far today look pretty good. Seems pretty bright. The undergrowth isn't too bad. Pretty wide open. Lighting's good, so I'm excited for the day.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Easton Hoyt Pro-Am here in Bossier City, Louisiana. Women's Known Pro, Nathan, that's the division that we're coming up to first here. We're going to get our leaderboard and see what that looks like. We've got, there you go. Break that down for us, Nathan.
So, 436, Madison Cox with only a 2-point lead over Tanja Gellenthien at 434, and 2 points behind her, Rendyn Brooks at 432. Another 2 points, Jordan Dearman at 430, and Paige Pearce at 428. So it's a 2 point, 2 point, 2 point, 2 point, only 10 points from top to bottom. Well, let's just let's see what happens, because this could be fun.
Nathan, that is a tight race. Before we get to the action, we want to go back a month to the Shibuya Pro-Am at Fort Benning. We want to see how this division shook out there. Tanja Gellenthien there, our last champion in Foley. She also won the World Archery Indoor World Series Finals in Vegas 2 weeks ago. She's on a streak.
She can flat shoot a bow.
In Women's Known Pro, Tanja Gellenthien put together 2 matching rounds of 218 to enter the Shootdown, tied for the lead with Caitlin Bordwell.
Great stacked field of archers out there. This is going to be a really good shoot-off. I'm looking forward to this one.
Only 4 points separated first from fifth, so the final was sure to be a good one.
Good look at Danielle, just got a 12.
That's just so good.
Yeah.
And it was, with all the competitors nailing multiple bonus rings.
Boom.
She called
upper
up
12.
The 4-point separation from top to bottom held through to the 6th and final arrow.
We're going to see some more rings hit.
And after 3 of the 4 ladies hit the 14 with their final shots, Gellenthien had no choice but to match them if she wanted the win, and she smoked it.
Center punched it.
Yeah, what a good shot, Tanja Gellenthien.
Clutch.
It felt amazing. You know, I tried to shoot a 14 early on and just missed it by a little bit, so it felt really good to be able to hit it when I really needed to. I'm super happy and stoked, and archery is going really well lately, so I'm just going to keep, you know, riding that wave.
All right, let's bring out our competitors in Women's Known Pro. Our 5th place qualifier with a score of 428 and 19 bonus rings. From Red Bluff, California, shooting for Bowtech, Paige Pearce. And our 4th place qualifier with a score of 430 and 18 bonus rings. From Jefferson City, Missouri, shooting for Matthews, Jordan Dearman. Our 3rd place qualifier with a score of 432 and 20 bonus rings from Grandview, Texas, shooting for Matthews, Rendyn Brooks. Our number 2 qualifier with a score of 434 and 19 bonus rings from Stanton, Kentucky, shooting for Hoyt, Tanja Gellenthien. And our number 1 qualifier with a score of 436 and 19 bonus rings from McKee, Kentucky, shooting for Elite, Madison Cox. All right, Nathan, so what we've got here, 5 targets on the field. Tell us how that's going to work, what we're going to do here.
So each one of these archers, collectively, they all have a minute to shoot at the same time. So they'll tell them when their time starts, they'll pick a target, or they have a target determined for them, and they have to shoot it, and then they have to make a decision what scoring ring they want to shoot at. So with only 2 points separating each place, I expect to see a lot of rings shot at here. This was one of our best shoot-offs at the last event. It was really exciting, so I don't expect this to disappoint at all.
So, Nathan, we just saw those ladies flip up that red flag. Tell them what that means.
So, as Jennifer was explaining earlier, you have an upper and a lower 12. When they flip that flag up, it means they want the upper 12, so the lower 12 is out of play at that time.
All right, and what's going to happen is they're all going to shoot, and then we're going to rotate. So each archer will shoot all 5 targets in a row here. And there's our current leader, Madison Cox. Taking a long hold. She is on the first target. Okay.
And she called the upper, so she smoked a bonus ring right off the start.
So, Nathan, this is a known distance class, women's known pro. So, Madison on the HHA Ram, that is 38.5 yards. She gets a 12.
That's a good start, obviously, but it's such a confidence booster for them out there when that happens.
So Tanja Gellenthien on the Stan Leopard, that is 44 yards. She's going to take a 10.
She shot at the upper, and with all those little spots on that Leopard, sometimes it gets confusing where you're at. She shot just straight right of the upper 12, so I fully expect she just kind of got twisted up in the dots.
So that's the gas bowstrings Coyote Rendyn Brooks shot at. That is 32 yards. She takes a 10. Before we move to Jordan Dearman, this is our longest target, Nathan. 48 yards, the Bow Doodle bedded buck.
Yeah, this one was not hit a lot in our previous 2 classes that have shot this afternoon. So it's a tough shot. It's a long shot, and we'll probably see a lot of 10s fired on that target. And then Paige Pearce here at the last target on the Schwacker Wolverine. It is 39 yards, and she just left of that lower 12 for a 10.
We should mention, Nathan, for folks at home wondering, that center circle, small circle that matches the 12s, it's in there, but it's only worth 10 points. It's not a bonus ring, as we would call it.
Right. The target is made for lots of other applications, so that scoring ring is used for another type of shooting and archery, and so it's just there.
Yeah.
But it's 10 points. But one nice thing about that as a shooter, when you are really dialing in your shooting, that center ring really helps you say, yes, I am on, when you can shoot that center ring, because you know things are right. It gives you a little bit of leeway left or right to still be a 10. And Madison went up 2 points, so that spread we had from the beginning, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. Now she's got a little bit more of a buffer there at 448 now over Tanja.
Looking at Jordan Dearman right now. She is on the Schwacker Wolverine. Oh, just straight right. There's Rendyn Brooks. She's going to be our youngest archer out there.
That's the Bow Doodle bedded buck. Again, probably just trying to get a 10 on that long shot, not wanting to make any mistakes. That's Paige Pearce. She has won about everything there is to win in archery, and she definitely smashed that lower 12. And
yes, she did.
You know, it almost looked like she was moving more than normal right there, but did you see she was peeking?
Yeah.
Like she's looking to, she was looking for what she was trying to hit. It wasn't that she was unsteady.
Right.
She was trying to find what she was aiming off of. It was a reference move.
Let's get Madison's score here. She got a 10 on the Leopard.
Oh, so close.
Just off of it. But yes, Nathan, so at distance, we can see these rings up close, but, on the Leopard they're 44 yards away, especially with all those spots. Madison likely can't see any of that.
No, she's literally picking we call them puppy feet because they kind of look like a little puppy print on that target. They're picking a black spot to aim off of to hit the 12s.
Yeah.
Or at least reference where they're wanting to aim from.
Even on that close Coyote, 32 yards, she can see some lines, but it's not like shooting, typical bullseye target.
No. It's not like a multicolored face target where it's just like, okay, we're going right to the center and it's really easy.
Yeah, that's 48 yard.
Yeah, going to be a 10. Look at that four-fletched arrow. Something about the gear, which I'm a kind of a technical geek when it comes to archery gear. I love looking at what people do and why they do it. You see some of these ladies with 4 fletchings on their arrow, and some of them have 3. And really, all that is just control. It's just control of the arrow. And there's a point where it's too much, and there's a point where it's not enough.
Yeah. There's an 8 for Jordan Dearman.
On the Swagger Wolverine, is that correct? Yeah.
So Jordan now just shot target number 5, so she's going to rotate around to number 1. Everyone else moves to the right.
Ladies are indicating they want to shoot the upper by raising the flags on their target signs.
And so, Nathan, we see folks standing behind them. Tell them what they're doing for them.
So there are multiple uses for that person. If we were outside, that person could hold an umbrella. That person could use that umbrella to help block wind, help do this, help do that. Multiple things that they could be helpful for. In this situation, there's not quite as much, but I tell you what, that person is really useful for today, and that is keeping up with the scores and helping their friend understand what they need to do and what they need to shoot at.
Yeah, because it may be, okay, do I need to shoot at a 14? You can get, as we've said many times, this thing goes so fast. You, the archer, have to take care of your sight, figure out where you're shooting. Ooh. It's nice to have somebody there to say, hey, you need a 14 here.
Right, yeah, and it helps you, if they haven't been in these situations before, we've talked about that, you just alluded to it, how fast it actually goes. The more times you're in this, the more control you have of the time that's out there. But if this is your first time out there, you blink your eyes and it's over.
Yeah, there was back-to-back 8s for Jordan. She's unhappy with that.
Yeah, so that person can really help you determine where the scores are going to be and what is helpful here, because as we said before, these are known distance targets, but some of them are close, some of them are far. Like the Coyote's going to be one you're probably going to take a chance on it, maybe a 14.
That was a 12 for Paige Pearce on that 44-yard leopard. Now we come to our leader, Madison Cox, on the Coyote. She does not look very happy, no.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can see why.
Yeah,
just off of that lower 12.
It's going to be an 8.
She definitely did, and that's the shortest target like I was talking about, so that hurts even more because you're expecting to get some points right there. I
bet a lot of money that the next shot, Paige Pearce, when she comes up on that Coyote, that she shoots at the 14.
Yeah. You know, PJ, it seems like you've seen one of these shoot-offs before with her in it.
If she's coming from 4th place, she's going for the 14.
Yeah.
There was Tanja Gellenthien on that bedded buck. I believe she took a 10 there. Now we're down to Rendyn Brooks on the Wolverine.
Dead center 10 on that.
Dead center 10.
Like I said before, that's hard to see. That's hard to know exactly where you're aiming at on that target. And you can't miss very far. So the idea is aim center 10 and then kind of move towards, if the circle is a quadrant, you center it up in 4 pieces and you move to the quadrant that you're aiming for, like if you're shooting the upper 12 or a lower 12, and whether that be the upper right or lower left or however that target is facing, because that changes the direction of where the 12s are at. So you just don't want to be too far from center 10, that is.
There's Jordan. Those sights are movable. You can see her scope. That was her turning the turret, and she's moving that scope up and down to get to the correct distance. She's going to dial it in. She is on the 44-yard leopard, so she dialed it right to 44.
Yeah, and what you were saying before, talking about what we can see of the rings. Obviously, when they pull the camera to the target, we can see the rings good. Why would she even need binoculars to look at the target if she could see it when she was aiming?
Yeah.
So she can't see that. She's having to find it. Boom!
Boom,
Look at
there
that.
it is. That was
That's
Rendyn
Rendyn.
Brooks, 14. The first shot was Tanja Gellenthien with a 12 on the Wolverine. Paige went for the 14, as I thought. There was Madison with another 8. Ouch.
We're seeing some big changes, big moves. In
Paige went for that 14 on the Coyote. We're going to see how she did, but here comes Rendyn Brooks. 14. 14. Yeah. Look at that.
Stone cold.
face.
No emotion.
She says, I meant to do that.
Right. Well, she did show some googly eyes on that
Yep.
little blinder.
And
12.
Jordan comes back. Back-to-back 8. She comes back with a 12. Now, here's the one, Nathan. This
Yeah.
looks pretty good.
It looks, naked eye, PJ, it looks a little low to me.
A little low, you think?
Yep.
Okay.
Naked
let's
eye.
see.
But we'll see what I know here in a minute.
Here it comes.
It's going to be close.
And, oh, she got it. Got it.
See? Naked eye. Doesn't know anything.
Now, Madison with back-to-back 8s. There's some shuffling of this board.
Yeah. Yeah, that's straight right.
That's, I believe we're going to see Tanja and Paige and Rendyn tied at, well, Rendyn and, yeah, they're all going to be tied at the top.
Wow.
Madison's going to drop to second.
I told you this was going to be a good one.
We just flipped this leaderboard completely around. And yeah, that was 8 for Madison. Here we come to Tanja, and she got this 12.
So, yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Boom. She knew
She's
it.
shaking her head when that one fired. She knew it.
Got it. Tanja is the winner of our first 2 women's known pro events here on the ASA 2025 tour. So she's looking for win number 3 this season.
And you know, it's amazing. There's 5 targets out here, but there is a lot of points that can be exchanged, gained, and lost in 5 targets.
There you go. Now we see it. Paige Pearce first, Rendyn Brooks, Tanja Gellenthien tied on score, but those bonus rings are separating them. Now Madison Cox, our leader, has dropped to 4th. Jordan Dearman in 5th place, but
Yeah.
Paige Pearce is not about playing anything
No.
safe.
Well, I mean, like you said from the beginning, you expect her to go hard at these, and she's won about everything there is to win, and I don't expect her to stop anytime soon.
This division, Women's Known Pro, started 3 years ago, and Paige Pearce won all 5 that season and the first one the next season before someone finally beat her. So she's our 2-time defending shooter of the year in this class. And she just shot.
Good-looking shot,
Oh,
and
that's
she
gonna
got
be
it.
close. She's not.
Oh, no, she called upper.
Oh, she did call
Yeah,
upper.
she-
Yeah. Now there was Tanja at the
Ooh.
14 and fist
Yes.
bump from her husband Braden back there. She got it.
They ain't here for second place.
Here's Madison. She's shooting at the Wolverine. She's probably going to have to pressure some things here. Now to get back in. There she goes. She called upper. Got it.
Nice.
Got it.
Good shot.
I think we had some. Oh, the only person I saw shaking
Here we go.
head.
Here we go.
There it is. 14. Yeah.
Tanja Gellenthien saying, see me? See me over here?
She's our current leader in the Shooter of the Year race in this class. Next up, we got Rendyn, and she called upper. And she got it.
That's a great shot on that leopard. Such a good shot.
Now Jordan on the Coyote. I think she might have been gunning for that 14, but possibly. But
Just right.
yeah, straight.
Just right.
That's going to be an 8.
A good
For
shot at
Jordan.
it. She really needed to go. I mean, look at what all
Yep.
these other ladies have done, so it wasn't a bad decision.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Paige, I missed that. She did call the upper and just caught the lower, but it's going to be a 10.
That's her fault.
She
That
almost hit
was,
herself with that stabilizer.
Yeah, wow, that's going to be She's going to be thankful for a 10 on this one.
What are they?
I think he did not see, because Paige's flag was up. Now it is down. She may not have turned it down. So this may be a case where, yeah, Scott Parrott is our director of shooting. Madison Cox is saying she left it up. Paige did not put it up. Okay, so there we go. So that is a 12 for Paige. That would be a big miss for Paige.
Yeah,
to shoot at the upper and hit the lower.
To clarify, so as the shooter shoots, if they lift the flag and say they want it, when they leave the station, they have to put that down. And so Paige doesn't typically shoot at the uppers, so she just walked into the box without thinking about the flag.
Yes.
Because they're already in play for her, the lowers are.
Yeah.
So.
And Madison did call that upper, so she got that 12. So Jordan Dearman is going to finish in 5th place, Nathan. And now, as we mentioned, we go to the 6th arrow. Anyone within 10 points of the leader gets to shoot the 6th arrow. Jordan Dearman is, 14 points behind Tanja Gellenthien, so she is finished in 5th place.
Yes.
Now, Madison, Rendyn, Paige, Tanja, they will all shoot the 6th arrow.
Yeah, and so the interesting thing here is if you do the math, Madison shoots a 14. And if she hits a 14, she's at 500 total points. So Tanja at the very top would have to shoot a 10 to tie, and they have the same bonus rings. However, if she hit the 14, that would put her at 22 rings. She would be ahead of Tanja, so Tanja would have to shoot a 12 to win.
Right.
Or 14. Obviously, anything higher than a 10 would win. That's just the scenario from 4th to 1st, what it would take. But
with those bonus rings, yeah, that's a great explanation. So because it looks like, Tanja would just need a 10. Well, no, because of that bonus ring.
Because if Madison hits a bonus ring, then that puts her at 22.
So what we're doing, Nathan, is we brought out a deer target. This is our last chance archery, last chance arrow. So it is a white-tailed deer that Tommy Greenhill has brought out, and he has set it randomly. Scott Parrott at the other end of the range. He's going to move the archers to a new shooting position. This is known distance, so they know where. They'll know what the distance is. But just to take them off of their normal shooting positions.
Well, and it's very possible that it doesn't look like it in here, but it is possible that a directional change in the way you're aiming, because now they're shooting basically across the lanes that they were shooting before. It's not much of a change, but it could change. The lighting could change to cause them to shoot a little left or a little right from what they were currently doing. Just because of the lighting. So Madison basically, I think, is once she's up, it's pretty much go time, right?
Yeah, that's her rangefinder there. She's looking through. Digital device that clicks that, and boom, it tells her within a 1/10 of a yard exactly what it is. There she goes, setting her sight.
So the 14 ring, as was described earlier, it's way out there. It's in no man's land, but it's in a land that every man wants to hit. So if you shoot a little bit low, it's an 8. If you shoot a little too high, it could be a 5. And depending on which direction the target is facing, if you shoot left or right a little too far, it could be a 5 also. So this target is facing to the left. So if she shoots a little too far right, it's a 5.
And what she wants to do, Nathan, is 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, that's the podium. Thousands of dollars are paid out for the podium. So she wants, currently, she is the first one off the podium. She wants to get on there.
She's going to lock in here.
She's aiming at that 14 for sure. Get it.
Strong shot. Nice shot. That looks so good, so clean. Very, very nice. Now, what's interesting here, so we described what could have happened for first, for her to reach first place.
Right.
They're going to pull that arrow up. But now you see that hole?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of an aiming spot for some of those girls
Right.
with that higher powered lens. They might be able to see that little spot. Now, she did them a favor, or did herself a favor, by putting it a little bit off of center. So if that had been dead center, them girls would have been really happy.
Really
about
good
that.
for it. So Rendyn, with a 12, she could win. Excuse me, with a 12, she could go ahead of Madison because she would have one extra bonus ring.
Yes.
But if
What's
she
the point?
wants to win it all, you got to figure Paige is shooting at the 14. Tanja Gellenthien is going to wait and see what she needs to do, but I got to figure.
A 12 and a 14 are the same size.
Yeah.
If you're going to hit one, you might as well hit the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to shoot the 12, you might as well shoot the 14. And if you look at the markings on the target, the 14 does have a spot in it right now.
Yeah. I think she's going for it.
Hole looks good.
Oh, just the left.
Just a little bit low and left.
Wow.
Good effort, though. I mean,
so that's going to be an 8. That's going to move her to 96. So Madison now, assuming things hold, moved on to the podium.
it's a good weekend for that young lady, though.
Absolutely.
What a great weekend of shooting for her. Nothing to hang your head about there.
No. She had a big day today to get on the leaderboard.
Yeah,
So-
she's got a bright future.
All right, Nathan. Now, Paige has a 2 bonus ring lead over Tanja. Tanja has a 2-point lead. She's got to shoot it to 14. A 12. Well, if she shoots 12, Tanja has to shoot at least a 12.
Yes.
Or a 14.
Yeah, I'd say it's a 14 myself.
Yeah. Just
Paige didn't come here for second.
no. And yeah, that gives her the best chance.
And she shoots a real big power scope
Yeah.
and lens.
Yeah, right.
She got it.
Got it.
She got it.
Just got it, but she got it.
Yes.
So, Tanja has to hit a 14.
Yeah.
She's got a 2-point lead. Paige would have her on bonus rings if she only hit a 12. Got to beat her on score.
Just as
So this is exactly what Tanja had to do
Oh, yeah,
last time.
yeah.
Exactly. She
That's
had to hit the 14.
That's exactly what I was going to say. This is just the exact same that happened at the last one. But you know what? She's done it before. I will say this is a lot further than she shot
Yes. That one
last
was
event.
36 yards, I think she said. I'm going to guess this is farther than that. She said last time she took a deep breath.
Yeah. Just like last time.
She also has won everything in archery, so this is no. Oh, we didn't see it. There we go.
We heard the crowd reaction and thought, she's got to have it.
They were keeping
That is
us
awesome.
in suspense.
It's close.
I think it's in
Close.
there. Oh, I heard some groans. Whoa, we can't.
Oh,
I think
that looks good.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Come
Yeah.
on. Turn it around there, Scott.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Little added suspense.
3 in a row for Tanja Gellenthien.
That's amazing.
Known pro. Wow.
She put on a clinic out here.
Yeah.
I mean, she really did.
And she
come
also
from behind.
had to have a big day today.
Yeah. Yeah. She really shot well.
That's incredible.
Just showing everyone, hey, I won the first 2. I ain't giving this up.
No, that is incredible. She's going to come over here, and we're going to talk to her. But, yeah, so Tanja, we mentioned Paige has won everything in archery. Tanja has won a lot as well. Vegas champ, Lancaster Archery Classic, Nîmes. She's won a ton of tournaments there. We got them raising their bows there, Nathan. You got to get that.
Getting the pictures.
For the podium, yeah.
Yeah, she's won everything. That ain't slowing her down.
Well, she says one of the things that she wanted, we talked to her last week, one of the things she wants is Shooter of the Year in this division. So she's on a good track for that. We got 3 to go.
She's in the driver's seat, that's for sure. There's 100%. A lot of archery left, but like we always say, you can't win a tournament on the first day, but you can lose it. You can't win Shooter of the Year at the first 3 tournaments, but you can sure put up a good fight. I think she's done that.
She's going to come around here with baby Thor. That's her new son, born last year, I believe late last summer. And there she is, Tanja Gellenthien, 3 in a row. We were just talking, this is identical to the last time. You had to hit a 14 to win. You did it again.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really, really tough class, and apparently you have to shoot a 14 to win this.
It seems to be the same thing tournament after tournament after tournament, but it's a Tanja Gellenthien win, so that is super impressive.
Thank you.
What was the distance on that one?
That was 38 yards.
Okay, so 2 yards farther. How did you feel on that last shot?
I was pretty nervous, I'm going to be honest, and I was shaking a little bit, but I tried to just make a really good shot, and yeah.
Well, I can't describe just how impressive that is. I know what it's like to be in those situations, and I've failed numerous times. So to come out with a win like that is really, really cool, and it looks like little Thor is happy about it.
He's very excited, yeah.
Tanja Gellenthien, congratulations. 3rd win in a row.
Thank you.
Women's known pro here at the Easton Hoyt Pro-Am. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back at the Bossier City Civic Center. Known Pros up next.